What's going on, Mr. Pat? How's the weather in Texas? Tried setting this up out in the garage, but we're actually getting a little bit of rain here in Michigan and not getting any service. It was all so I had to bring it in the house and reschedule. Hey, 6% recycled. What's going on? So I had to relocate back into the back room here. It's only bad about a metal roof. My Wi-Fi. I'm going to buy one of them adapters that I can plug in out in the garage and pick up Wi-Fi out there. That way I can do streams out there. Hell yeah, Pat. That's what's up. Sonny, get down. Hard day at the office. Time to chillax, huh, Pat? I hear you there, 6%. Sonny, get down. God darn cat. What are you doing, Dad? I want to be in the video. Come here. Come here. Sonny. How much are you driving the Pontiac? That's my boy's car, Gordon. I just used it for a day to go over to Tony's. He's got it back. It's for sale if you want to buy it. Hey, Lloyd, what's going on, buddy? Mr. Mark's in here. What's going on, Mr. Mark? I wonder where old Terrence is at. How's the weather up your way, Mark? We're actually getting a little bit of rain here. It actually stopped for the moment, but we had a pretty good downpour and some thunder finally. We needed it. I mean, it's yellow grass season here. All my grass is dead. I mean, the out back is pretty green yet, but the front yard totally dead. We need the rain. Definitely need the rain. You're all good, Pat. Shit, we're probably getting what you got Sunday then, Mark. Probably just making its way up here. It's only 60 degrees out, too. It's kind of cool. But like I said, we need the rain. All these wildfires. We had a wildfire here in Michigan up in Grayling or Gaylord, one of the two up that way. Nothing like the Canadian wildfire, but nevertheless a wildfire. 88 today. Whew. Oh, no kidding. Sounds like you're getting some pretty bad storms then, huh, Pat? Been a while since we had some good hail. I mean, shit, you had a tornado there last year and everything, man. You get some pretty bad storms your way. Yeah, I wanted to do this live stream out in 110 this weekend. Holy shit. Whew. No, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to do the stream out in the garage there and dink around a little bit out there, but I got to buy one of them Wi-Fi boosters that you can plug in out there, and I think it'll pick signal up. With us having a metal roof on the house, I don't think it's getting signal I tried for the 7 o'clock live, and I was dinking around with it, and finally said hell with it. Bring it in here. Get everything done before the heat. Heck yeah. See Terrence tonight. I got any vehicles and farming tractors. And the two. Holy crap, Gordon. You got a whole yard full, huh? Yeah, I don't know what old Terrence is doing. He messaged me. I wanted to see if he got his new house. Or if he's moved in. Working on the 65 Falcon floor pans and frame rails. Heck yeah. Yeah, hopefully by the end of the week we'll be having our trance back. And well, the trance is done. It's already in the garage, but I'm waiting on my converter. I'll be doing there'll be another video coming out on all that here soon. Heck yeah, Pat. I hear that, man. $12,000 job. Hell yeah. Lloyd said it looks like a desert there. You have any of the cars out, Lloyd? Or the truck? Yeah, we're gonna be planning our camping trip soon. Doing our family camping trip. The missus has been out there getting stuff all put away in the new camper, and I got the new awning put on it. I gotta summarize it yet, put water to it. I gotta change a vent lid on the roof, which I'll probably have Roy get up there and do that. And shit should be ready to rock and roll. Oh, no kidding, Lloyd. I'll tell her congratulations. She wanted to drive your car around, or you did? Got a cruise Friday and a car show Saturday and Sunday. Hell yeah. Yeah, hopefully mine will be back together by the end of the weekend. Tony still wants it. He said he still wants it. And I told him, I said, well, it's the perfect time to get it because there's only 2 motor mounts and, the coolant lines and a little bit of wiring. That engine can be out of there. Oh. She ain't getting behind the wheel of that, huh, Lloyd? You love her, but not that much. Have her drive the truck. he does, Pat. But the deal is, he's not rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he owns a business, but he's not rich by any means. But he sold half. He put, this whole deal kind of messed him up because they came to him, the Taco Bell franchise, and wanted to buy half of the land there where the shop's at. So Tony went and had it go through the county or the township, had the property split up into separate, commercial properties, so he would be able to sell the other half, and had it zoned out and everything else done. I mean, he had like 12 grand wrapped up into just the process of getting that part done, and everything was a go. It was supposed to happen in, towards the beginning of June, and right at the last minute, they pulled the plug. And I mean, like I said, Tony had all the Miss Dig come in and put all the flags out for all that shit. I mean, that shit was free, but having the property zone, like I said, he had 12 grand into it, which really hurt him, and he was kind of bummed out about it. So he's like, he's still interested. He's still got his house for sale. He said he don't have the money right the second, all of it. And he said he don't want to make payments or blah, 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 which I told him it is what it is. I'll drive it around. That's my wife's dad's car, Gordon. 57 Chevy. Yeah, the lawyers ain't getting paid anything on Tony's side, Mark. That's kind of, what he didn't have that money to do all that, and he thought it was a for sure thing. They even put 25 Taco Bell put $25,000 into getting whatever done to the property too, the zoning part or whatever. I don't know the whole deal. I mean, how all that shit works, but they lost 25 grand. Tony's lawyer didn't get nothing. Tony didn't get nothing and lost the 12 grand to get the property split up. So it was a big clusterfuck. So, I mean, he was looking forward to that, a couple $100,000. I was going to let Felicia drive that, but worried she wouldn't pay attention. And yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I can't have that, Floyd. Yeah, you'd think, Mark, that they would reimburse him for all that, the money that he spent. But I'm sure if he went through lawyers, maybe he could do something. But Tony's that type of guy that, he just said, washed his hands of it and just said, fuck it, whatever. And he does that on a lot of shit, you know what I mean? People mess him over on transmission jobs and everything else. He, instead of going after him for blah, blah, blah. I don't know how that goes, Pat. Like I said, all I know is that they had 25,000 invested into it. Tony had 12 grand invested into it, and they lost it all. Taco Bell lost money. Tony lost money just because they pulled the plug on it for some. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I mean, I guess I'd be speculating if I would even try to make anything up. I don't know. All I know is he lost 12 grand, and there was $25,000 put down on it to their lawyers, Taco Bell's lawyers, to get the process all going, and they lost that money too. So right at the last minute, it fell through, or they pulled the plug, and a lot of people got butthurt about it. But now Tony's got two separate properties there. I mean, but like he said, it's not like he could put, he can't sell that for housing or nothing because it's commercial property. Yeah, my house payment went up $100 too, Pat, for taxes. And now they're putting tolls in on all of our bridge bridges for the Saginaw River. I mean, there's 3 bridges here in Bay City that you got to go over to get to the, like M15 over into the Thumb, downstate, unless you take I-75, obviously. But I mean, they're charging $8 a crack to go over each of the bridges if you don't apply for one of their stickers that are good until 2028. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's all this money going? That our house, our house taxes went up, but our roads suck. I don't know. Get into that politician shit, man. It'd probably piss a lot of people off on here. We get it stuck in our ass every day, and we can't get a penny of it back. Yeah, I mean, as far as even Tony even had trees removed out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you, Pat. Be like the old truckers did, shut everything down. Truckers quit moving, you quit getting, the whole nation shuts down. We had enough people with balls to actually do something about shit like that. We could actually probably get somewhere. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Yeah, when we first bought this place, we thought $950. I think it was $956 was the monthly payment, and that's an escrow. That's insurances, taxes, all that shit. That was on the high end, and I was like, okay. Well, the next year it went up to $1,050, and then it just jumped up to $1,150. Because of escrow to cover taxes and all this other shit. I told Johnny, Jesus Christ, we might as well sell out and go buy a motorhome or a camper and just live in that damn thing, and live in our camper. Pretty soon we're not going to be able to afford to live here. Keeps going up. All this lottery money that, people don't win. Where in the fuck's all that money going? Sure ain't going towards our roads or... I don't know. I'm anti. I'll probably get demonetized for that, but anti-government. I don't think it's right. We got people that's fought in the wars and shit that are living out on the fucking streets. Can't get a meal. Anyways, what's everybody been up to? It was a dark moon on the 6th of June. I know that Convoy song. It was a dark moon. The eyeballs over the back. Bulldog Mac with a can on back and a Jaguar, hauling ass. He's 10 on the floor, stroking bore. Seat cover starting to gain. Now, Beaver, you're trucking with the rubber duck and you're about to get plug on your drain or some shit like that. Oh. No, we don't. Like Roy said, when he bought that 71 Challenger, then he just got his 70 back from being all restored. He's like, if you ain't in debt for credit, you're not living. The bank owns everything. Did you really? What the fuck did you do, Pat? I didn't hear that. What up? Yeah, I know it up the bank, Cam. But what are you going to have if you don't go and, if you don't have credit as, a man or a woman, you'll never have nothing. Unless you're a millionaire and you can just afford to pay for it outright. But there's not too many people like that I know of anyway. Jenny, she still plays the lottery when it gets big. Yeah, a tent. I could live in my camper and I guess just buy a little piece of property with a well and a shitter on it. But even here in Michigan, there's laws that you can only stay on a piece of property in a camper up to, I think it was 60 days. Then you got to move it off the property for so long. Then you can move it back on. It's so stupid. I don't see, if it's your property, you should be able to stay on there, do what you want for as long as you want. You know, people telling you what you can and can't do on your own property. Oh, no shit, Pat. Wow. And you know, Cam, them stories that you hear of the people that buy, you know, that win the lottery, they use their last dollar to their name to buy that one ticket, you know, instead of buying a loaf of bread, and then they win millions. Then either they're dead in 2 years or take the wheels off and it's no longer. Got it. Are you going to come on here, Terrence, or what? Gordon wants to talk to you. I've been so stressed out lately, man. It's just unbelievable. Oh, the link was in the beginning of the chat, but I can post it again. Bam. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. If you win the lottery. See, I think people are stupid when they do that. I wouldn't even tell anybody I won the lottery. Hell yeah, Pat. That's what's up. Hey, Mike, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I actually was on the phone. I just ordered my converter tonight, which hurt. It hurt. But I had to give them the weight of the car, the specs of the engine, blah, blah, blah. But we found one that's actually had in stock in Texas, so hopefully it'll be here in 3 days. $900 off my credit card that I don't have, but I got 18 months to pay for it. The way I look at it, hell, I might not even be alive in 18 months, so. I'd buy every old car I could have and have guys working on it. I'd be the count of Count's Customs. Hell yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't even tell anybody I won the lottery because you're going to have people climbing out of the woodwork. Live it up then. I got one more blood draw to do coming up, and my last one went pretty good. My count come down, so they're saying that that's good. So they let me go a month, which the month is going to be at the end of the next week here, and I go for one more, and then they're going to go and do a scan on me just in case, you know, just to be sure. But I got a colonoscopy coming up. But me and Jenny, we usually walk. She's working nights tonight, but usually every night we go and walk 3 miles. We've been walking our asses off. Hey, Grady, what's up? You got that right, Pat. We all know that. He has no problem saying no. Went over to Walmart to get my waters. They didn't have any, so I had to stop at 7-Eleven. I haven't had one of these pink lemonades in so long, man. I tell you what. That thing is just, yuck. Hey, Papa Tron, what's up? Stopped in to say hey. So, hey. Why'd the mayor hit the street? What was for dinner, Grady? Yeah, just in time, Grady. Italian. We actually had Chinese. All right, Mark, take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, my count come down on my last blood draw, and so they were pretty impressed with that. And I told him, I said, well, are you sure it was my blood work? And he says, why do you always got to be so optimistic and negative? I'm like, well, you're telling me this, but then all of a sudden I get a good blood draw, and now, you're going a different route. You're wanting to, if my next one goes good, you're saying we're going to go 6 months. Well, you already said the word to me, that I could have cancer, and I don't want to wait 6 months, so.
What's happening?
What up, dude?
Oh, my blood pressure.
Well, mine's up every day, dude. So, got the old Monte Carlo engine switched, huh? Is that the new house?
No, this is the apartment.
You ain't at the new house yet?
No, I move in. I move in the first.
Hell yeah, brother.
Lovely fucking weather we're having. 74 degrees and raining.
Hey, we need the rain, though, brother.
I hate this fucking place.
Oh, Lloyd's got snakes in his garage already? Brand new garage? Oh, shit. They ain't that Michigan rattler, are they? Yeah, I was just telling them, Grady, that I ordered my converter tonight. I was on the phone with TCI, and we came up with one that was actually in stock that they didn't have to build that would work for mine. They had me to, I had to tell them the weight of the car and the engine combo, the duration of the cam, the gear ratio, all that. And they had one in stock. It's obviously a TCI, but fuck, I can't even remember the part. I'm going to be doing a video on it, but yeah, this weekend it should be all going back together. The Trance is sitting out in the garage right now. got that all put together. I'm going to do a video on what was wrong with that. So we'll both be partying the same party this weekend.
Ooh, I gotta put some
Holy
grease
shit,
on
about
that.
9 in 2 days. Really, they must be making they must have a nest up there underneath. Brand new, how they getting the fuck in? 2 thumbs up on you and Jenny out walking. No, if that's what's bringing my counts down, then I'm good. I'll walk every damn night. Hell yeah! Show us that engine.
Hold on. Light sucks here, so I'm using cell phone. Hold on.
Yep. Not in the garage, but out back on the retaining wall. Got 6 blue racers, 5 foot long, and 2 rat snakes. Holy shit! Hell yeah, brother. Fuck you, Pat. Well, she got more power, Terrence.
Well, she's got oil leaking out of the passenger header.
Out of the
But
header?
Yep, out of the header.
The valve seals or something?
I don't know. I don't want to take it apart until after I move.
Valve guides, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hopefully it's not the rings. So it's a quick fuel, the Slayer. It's got massive ass. Well, no, I didn't put the spacer on it, did I? Nope. It's got these Edelbrock valve covers. Got some long tubes.
Yeah, them with the tall valve covers. I used to run them all the time.
It's got long tubes. No battery.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I had this valve cover off. Let's see if I can take it off again. Hold on. I took it off the other day and add some lashing that was that needed addressed. So I did what I could, but there's no exhaust on it, so people started bitching about the noise. So
I got some roller tip rockers if you want them. Stainless steel ones.
Yeah, I definitely.
They'll use the same locking jam nut and same everything that you got there. Just have a roller tip on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, just message me about them. We'll get something set up because I need to order a couple more shirts from you, anyways. So we'll make something happen.
Hell yeah.
This thing is dirty as shit.
I know. I started rubbing my car out. What is it? What's on the roof?
Just rust.
Better get some clear coat on there.
Oh, brother, this thing.
That ain't even a vinyl top car, is it?
No, it's SS.
That's weird how the roof would start. Well, I guess maybe it was down in Rocker Pat's end of the world.
And also, when I got the car, it sat in the garage for 20 years, and there was some shit set all. That's where all that rust came from.
Oh,
Is
some shit sitting in the rough.
Yeah, there was shit sitting all over it, and they had something on the trunk lid. I don't know what the hell this shit is.
It's tacky, or can you get wax and grease remover to get it off? Or
Well, I mean, it's
what?
hard at this point.
Yeah, but that ain't rust. It looks like some type of glue or something.
I think it is. I think what it was is like a silicone, like a somebody had a tube that sat there.
Popped open.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, though, man. Sweet.
Always got to
Well,
rock the old school. I rocks.
what's the diagnosis, Pat? You think why do you have how much oil is coming out of the header? I mean, smoke, or is it literally
Um.
oil?
Well, hold on. We'll go down there and find out. Oh, I'm too
Hey,
fat.
baby, how's it going?
Can y'all see that?
I see the header. Ain't nothing on the ground.
There was, but I mean, it wasn't. It's not exponential. It's not like pouring out.
Yeah, how long that engine set for though?
It's set after my buddy built it. Well, not built it, but put it together. Um, he had it on his run stand in his backyard. That's what made me go buy the motor. I heard it running. You know, it ran good. There was no issues. And then it sat down at the shop for just over a year. And I went down and I would turn it over by hand to make sure everything, nothing was locked up or nothing.
You
And it
might just
rolled
have
over fine.
you
No,
might
no
just have
issues, no ring ridge, no nothing.
to might just
So
have to get everything warmed up and all the seals softened back up, the valve seals, and maybe the rings reset. Does it
yeah,
choose
well,
out the breather?
what's that?
Does it have any blow by out the breather?
Dude, there's all kinds of shit wrong with this. I need to replace the spark plugs on it. Um, Now, and this is shit that I should have done. Um, like putting new plugs on it and new wires and shit. But I just took some old shit and just cobbled it together. The David Freiberger, don't get it right, just get it running. That's what I was going for. Um, you can see right here. Let me get a better angle for you guys. I got to take the driver's side um, header off and redo this gasket. I don't know how well you guys can see that or not, but
Yeah, I can see it.
I got to get a new gasket for that. It needs new plugs. It needs new wires.
Basically, what Pat's saying, I mean, if you got a lot of blow by that's coming out of the valve cover, that would tell you if it rings or, if it doesn't have blow by and it's, just a little bit of oil in the tube, probably valve seals or maybe the guides in the heads, something that's letting a little bit of oil get by and burning on the spark plugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. What I was going to say is I only drove it from his house to here. I haven't done anything because it drove here, and I knew that I was going to be moving soon, and I was like, I'm just going to leave it how it is because once I go in there and I figure something's out, I'm going to fucking end up taking the motor back out here, and I don't need that right now.
Yeah.
But to go back to what was said, on the highway, remember it's got that 3200 stall converter in it because of the cam. But on the highway, under acceleration, there was smoke coming out of the back of it. At idle, it's fine. At cruising speeds, like maintaining RPM and speed, it's fine. But under acceleration, at high speeds on the highway, it would smoke.
Probably
And
blowing out carbon or cleaning the plugs off. Like I said, you didn't change the plugs.
right. But that's what I kind of thought too. Like it was just not, it wasn't igniting because it needs spark plugs and shit. But that's when I looked down there and saw that there was oil in the header. And I was like, well, that's a more serious issue than needing a tune up. So
It could be, what size is that carburetor? I mean, it could be,
it's a 650.
Maybe you need to tune the carburetor and the air fuel mixture. You know what I mean? It could be
Well,
running rich, and instead of oil, it could be like a gassy, mixture in the header.
And that's what I was trying to tell you also is I know that it needs plugs, and I don't think that the timing's right on this. Because this, and the thing about it is when we first put this thing in there, like the pictures I sent you, we had a carburetor, the same carburetor that I got when I bought your S10 stuff from Andrew.
That
I bought that.
AVS?
Yeah, I bought that carb. That carb was on here, and I had a brand new HEI distributor that I got from Rock Auto. So I was like, fine, I'll put the brand new 2 shiny parts on there, fresh motor swap. I'll go to the fucking car show, make it look pretty nice, And what happened is it wasn't running for shit. We were sitting there adjusting the fucking timing on it. He was playing with the mixtures and shit on it. Nothing was acting right. So we yanked the fucking carburetor off, and this quick fuel right here, that's the one that he had the motor running when I bought it. So this carb was already tuned to this motor. So it started doing the same thing, and then we said fuck it and swapped the distributor, which is in it now, back into it. I took the new one from Rock Auto out and put this one back in because this one was in it too. So this engine as it sits right now is exactly how it was running on the run stand when I bought it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a little something that I'm sure you probably already know. An engine's gonna run totally different on a run stand versus in the car when you got the centrifugal forces that move in the tranny and the converter and the weight of the vehicle. But at idle, you know what I mean? Even with the converter and the trans hooked up versus on a run stand with just a flywheel, it's going to run totally different.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen people, have engines on, even on a motor stand, they fire them up, they chain them down. And hear how snappy this is? Wah, wah, wah. Well, there's nothing but a flywheel there. You know what I mean? There's no force behind anything. So, but I would definitely check into that. And on the timing, if you ain't got a timing light, I would pull the distributor, advance it to where it, and then back it up to where it starts easy and leave it until you get a timing light. You know what I mean? And that'll get you in the ballpark. I'm, not saying it's going to be, with the mechanical advance going to come in, it might be over, your 36 degrees is usually what you want, 36 total.
Yeah.
But that's before I, back in the day when I was a youngster and messing with cars and I was out constantly changing distributors, I would pull them ahead to where it started hard. You start trying to buck and then I'd back it up to where you hit the key and it fired right up and it was close enough, you know what I mean? Until we got a timing light on it. So that's just a little, little tricks of the trade that you could do. And then on your carburetor, I would turn is that a 4-corner idling mixture or is it just got the two idle mixture screws?
Just the 2.
Okay. So you run them all the way into where they bottom out and then bring them out 1.5 turns to start at.
I think that's what we did already.
And if it's running rich, you can actually go into 1 turn. If it's running rich, you can turn them in a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll just get you in the ballpark until you can get it, Actually, when you tune a carburetor, you're supposed to put a vacuum gauge on it and blah, blah, blah. But for people that don't have that shit, I usually tell them, just like I said, that'll get you at least running, and you're close.
Yeah.
I think Ty's money on his 750. I only got that out 1 turn. on the air fuel mixture screws because it was, you could at idle you could see it kind of smoking out the exhaust.
Yeah.
That's 750 versus your 650. Like I said, that carburetor sat for over a year. I would lean more towards probably a carburetor issue than, if it didn't smoke before. Shit, anything going down the highway, you punch it, it's going to have some sort of, carbon displacement or something coming out the exhaust.
Yeah, and I get that too, and like I said, I wanted to reiterate that I only drove it from his house to here. There was no, nothing else besides that. I started it up a couple times while it's sitting here, but never for any kind of like heat cycle or nothing.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there was something seriously wrong with it. So I just wanted it to sit here because I knew I had to transport it here in the next month or so.
If you're living in the townhouses there, still you can't fuck with it either, or you're gonna have the management out there.
Yeah, this is where I live. I don't have a fucking, this is Yuppieville.
That's what I'm saying. You can't mess with it there, or you're gonna have them crawling up your ass. Rocker Pat says to pull the dipstick to smell the gas, see if it smells like oil, or pull the gas, see if it smells like oil. You know what I mean? Hey, Woody, what's happening, buddy? Ticker's actually doing good. Better than it was. And I got other issues that we're working on, but hopefully everything turns out with that stuff too, Woody. I went for my last blood draw and everything was good, or getting better. My numbers are coming down. I don't know if you know or not, but I said it earlier in chat. I'm going through some stuff. Been going to a cancer doctor and stuff. But now that my numbers are coming down, they're trying to go. They're going a different route, I guess you would say. But I'm still got to go for all the probing of the butt and the spinal tap and all this other shit, and get a scan done just to make sure. I told him I wanted that done, and you already told me bad news. I want to make sure now. Now you got me worried, dude. But other than that,
it smells like gas.
It does smell like gas.
Yep.
That's probably what it is, brother. Your carbitration unit. If I was closer, I'd come over and help you, brother.
Well, if I was closer, I'd drive it over to you.
Does it idle all right? As far as does it idle by itself, or do you got to keep it running?
Now, when we were tuning it in, we kept having little fire out of the passenger header. After we shut the car off, I'd have to, I'd be down there looking, making sure there was no fire. If there was, we'd have to crank it back over to knock it out. No big deal. It happens. But I did notice
inside the fire or fire inside the header.
Yeah, it wasn't like a. Hold on a second.
That's telling me that it's got a lot of gas in there.
And which is true. I know that there's an issue with the tuning itself, like, but my problem is I only have one chance to transport it.
Yeah, I get it. So.
And I just want to take it to the house. I know I have a garage that I can use there. I have space where I can pull it in the garage and start fiddle fucking with it. And my neighbors aren't going to say too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the last time that I started it here, we had a fireball come up through the carburetor.
That's timing.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying the tuning's fucked up. I know I got to get new plugs in here, so I was going to start with new plugs and wires, and I was going to put new plugs and wires in it with an oil change, and then drive it over to the new place.
Yeah. Well, Rocker Pass had checked. Did you check the float levels too?
I ain't done shit to this car. besides look down there and see that there's oil on the fucking header and smelling the dipstick and taking the valve cover off. That's all I've done.
Take a big screwdriver and tap on the float bowls on top where the adjusters are, just in case the needle and seats are trying to hang open.
Well, we did that. I mean, while we were trying to tune it in, we had a crescent wrench and we were tapping the handle.
Well, you know the drill.
Yeah, basically rebuilding it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad at least you got it in there, and now you, like you said, now you got to start working on anything you do. You got to work the bugs out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
you live in an apartment complex. You're not going to open headers. That's just that ain't a
right.
Good thing. You might be moving out before the first.
Well, and realistically, sorry for all the background noise. I'm right by the main road right there. Of course, there's no cars coming now.
I could hear them.
There you go. But no, realistically, it's what they say. If you get the first 50 feet, first 100 feet, first mile, after the first mile, you should be good. You know what I mean? And luckily, I got past the first 50 feet and the first 100 feet, and I barely made it at least 6 miles. So this is where the fine tune comes in. That's the reason why I ain't been messing with it, because I know that once I get out here, look, I was only supposed to come out here and just show you guys the motor, and look, I got the fucking valve covers off and shit. Now I got to put this thing back in.
Where's the Caprice at?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, there she is. You're driving that again now, right?
This is the new daily. The reason why I put it as a new daily is because I needed to do the rear brakes on this.
Geez, how many parking spots you got, man?
Hold on, I'll show you the fourth one.
The ZR2.
Yep. But here's the box for the rear brakes for this. So
oh yeah.
Look at this. Intake.
Looks like the back of the Tahoe.
Yeah. So I got this spot. Gotta lock that. Hold on. I got the Caprice.
You got a new Challenger?
No. That's a V6. That's a V6. I got this turd. And I got this one.
Like we're on an episode of MTV Cribs.
I got this fucking thing.
Jesus Christ, they charge you for every parking spot?
Pretty much. And there's my bedroom window. So I get to look at this thing. The Monte Carlo. All from right there. My dog.
I see numbers on the pavement. Do they designate numbers for what you can use? For what apartment?
Yeah, for whoever wants one, they assign that number to your lease. So
Lloyd says, "Help, Terrence. What size is your garage?"
It's like sharing a garage with a fucking homeowners association.
Looks like at least a 20 by 600.
20 by I'm stupid.
Fucker, it's wide. It ain't long.
It's built like me.
What, wide and long?
Short and wide.
Oh shit!
Come on.
He says assign him number 69, will you?
69's big time. You know, it'd help if I had a fucking light.
And you'd be ready to move, huh?
What's that?
So you only got a couple weeks left. You'll be ready to move.
Yeah, I'm already down to the bare essentials though. All I got is my bed. I got a mini fridge, a coffee table, an end table.
Oh, so you
I don't
already
know.
been moving, huh?
I haven't been moving. I've just been throwing shit out.
Oh. Grady says he knows a guy that would take that turd off your hand since you're calling it a turd.
All my cards are turds, and I ain't getting rid of none of them. As it sits right now, $10,000. Come get it.
How much rust is in it? Besides the surface rust. Floor's good?
Floors are excellent. Can y'all see this?
Oh, yeah.
That's it. And it's only...
That's a fair asking price, actually. Don't say that. Lloyd will probably be on his way to the trailer tomorrow. He's been wanting a Monte Carlo SS, especially one in good shape.
Hold on. This is how hold on. Typical G-body shit.
Is that rubber?
Yeah, but I'm showing you the frame rails. I'm showing you the frame rails. They're not rusted out. Yeah, that's rubber. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm fat. Can't get off the ground. It has the factory factory seats and shit in it.
I'm actually surprised it ain't got buckets and console.
Dude, it still has the AM FM radio. Not even not an 8-track, not tape player.
It ain't all hacked up. Fuck, that's a good deal. Step away from the bong, Travis.
It has the rally pack gauges. Hold on, let me sit inside this motherfucker.
It actually got separate oil. Well, it's SS. It should have factory tack, oil pressure instead of idiot lights. See, Ty's cars only got idiot lights. What year is that? 85?
85, 85.
Ty's is an 81. Basically the same setup, but not quite. Shit,
It's got
that actually is a pretty good deal.
Factory trunk release.
Imagine my engine and trans out of the El Camino on that some bitch. Tony buys mine, I'll come buy yours.
The power windows work. I have not figured out the reason why the power locks don't work. But there they are.
Yeah, the car's actually in nice shape, dude. Does yours have buckets and console, Pat? Rocker Pat said they're actually more rare with the bucket seats or the bench seats.
They are. That's the reason why I haven't swapped them out.
I didn't know that. Wow. I never claimed to know everything, though. I mean, I like the Monte Carlos, obviously, but.
Oh yeah, here's the back seat. Oh shit.
Dan, doesn't look like anybody sat in it.
I don't think anybody did.
How's the headliner?
There is no headliner.
I knew there was a default, then. All right. Now it goes down to 97.50.
All right, fine.
How's the rubber seal, Lloyd wants to know?
Rubber seal on what? The door?
Yeah, like the window glass seals and the door rubbers around the doors.
Yeah, I got those in a box. I'm going to replace those over the summer.
They're all bad. No, they're there. I mean, the whiskers in the door good or in the glass between the door panel and the.
No, I got all this to replace.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ties are the same way.
Yeah, I got all that shit to replace. I mean,
Yeah, don't slam her too hard.
oh, I don't trust me. She gets the baby treatment. Look, here's my judge. Okay, I got an air freshener right there. Right. If when I shut this door and that fucking air freshener moves, that means I close it too hard.
Ah.
See?
Inside the trunk all good and shit too.
Yeah. Trunk's solid. I can't get in it right now because.
Well, I know, but you know where they usually right next to the middle of the wheel well, where the trunk floor meets the middle of the wheel well, up underneath the package tray. Usually, like
Yeah.
the right there. All right,
Yeah.
Cam. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fine, and that's the reason why I was showing you guys the frame rails is uh, for being what it is, being it's an Ohio car. It wasn't driven in any fucked up weather.
You guys get salt down there?
Oh yeah,
They do use salt on the roads down there.
oh yeah, we're in the salt belt.
So it ain't just Michigan bullshit that I deal with every year. People always say I ain't buying a car from Michigan.
Yeah.
How much you want for that 79, Pat? $18.5. You said you'd take yours got buckets and console in it, Pat? Or yeah, excuse me. You already answered that. I just seen it up top. 74,400 buckets and console. Retract the last question. The one before that, though, I'd like to know an answer. The 78 or 9. He don't need them. Fuck, he's got like 15 cars. Oh, but that one's not for sale. Go figure.
Yeah, these Monte Carlos, they're like fucking gold.
Fluid film works wonders on frame rails, what he said.
He said what?
Fluid film. I guess it's a cleaning agent. Clean them up. Protect them.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell that car hasn't been drove in the salt. I can tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, that's why I showed you they only had that one rust spot, and it was behind the wheel. So
you already said that, Gordon. We know.
I'm gonna go inside here in a minute, but I want to start this turd.
Ain't no sense of washing the rings out, brother. Ain't got no battery in it.
Yeah, the battery's in this thing.
What are you in the Caprice now?
Yeah.
No. Oh. Hell yeah, Lloyd. Ties does too on the Monty on his car. His car looks actually better than my car underneath. Mine's 10 years older, but I mean, mine ain't all rotted, but.
You've put money into yours too.
If I could buy a new frame for it, I would. Let's put it that way, because there's a spot on the front where somebody they boxed in the front part. They said they did it for racing, which I don't know, I can't tear it apart to see, but if I could find a Southern frame, I would put it in there because the cross bracing that goes in the back has rod in it. but the frame rails itself are good. I mean, it ain't perfect. Is it running?
Oh yeah.
Damn, can't even hear it. Hell yeah, brother. Pimpin'. Big pimpin'. I seen you in a picture of the puppy. You still got the puppy too?
Yes.
So you got two dogs? Were they both in there?
They're in the house.
Well, I'm just saying, I seen a picture of you and the dog in the Caprice not too long ago.
Oh yeah. I think I got a picture I took last weekend of both of them. They were both here in the pass or the driver's seat of this. I took a picture of them both together. This thing's just a 305.
Hey, it gets you down the road and it's cool.
It's just a 305.
That car reminds me of one of the Impala SS's.
Yeah, it was the platform for the Impala SS's, the 9C1 cop cars.
How in the fuck do you... Here, I'm trying to fuck with this again.
All right, I think I'm gonna drive this bitch tomorrow. Oh shit! How much gas do I have? Do I have enough?
You got enough.
I do got enough. I got just under half a tank. God damn it. Forgot to roll the window up. All
Here
right.
I'm pushing buttons again. What kind of shape was that in, Lloyd? Was it like that one I did the video on? The guy wanted $5,500 for it. Or no, I think it might even have been more. I can't remember, but remember that when I did a video on it was all rotted to shit. He
Yeah.
wanted big money for it. I'm like, holy fuck. Mine must be worth $1 million if he's asking that much for his. Now I can't figure out how to get me back.
Cam button.
Well, if I don't know. I'm pretty stupid when it comes to this. I shouldn't even have fucked with it.
Move the mouse and see if there's not a cam that comes up. A cam button. Oh. Down at the bottom.
Oh, it ain't on my... I'm on something that says avatar.
Yeah, don't do that.
Tell me about it. I can't figure out how to get out.
Yeah, I love this fucking car, this Caprice.
Well, fuck, you should have stopped and took some pictures of it for me, Lloyd. I'd like to find the original tailgate for it. It's got the backup lights in there. But I'm not going to worry about it because I think Tony is still going to buy it. He said once that house sells in Midland. And Jenny, we're going to buy Jenny something because I'm going to have the Blazer. What was that? I thought that thing was red.
Nope.
She black, huh?
She's blacker than my soul.
Wow.
The interior's red on it.
Next time you go by there, Lloyd, stop in and see what they want for, will you? Or get me a number. Oh, you're in a big truck?
All right. What I do with the wing nut? There it is.
You gotta go potty, Thor.
My dog's got to go.
You wanna go potty? Of course you do. I get my slipper on. Go back. Go back. Hey, get back. I'm gonna watch him real quick. Come on, get up there. All our deer around here are in velvet already. Which is something new to me. You see that one video I posted, Terrence, of all that deer meat I got again?
I did.
Man, I got some killer deals on that shit.
I did notice that, and I was sitting there thinking, like, you better make some of that shit in the smoker.
Wish I had a smoker. I'd make some homemade beef jerky. I mean, I got, it was 50 pounds. I thought it was 40, but it said right on the bag 50. You done? Come on, old man. Good boy. Yeah, that shit's good shit too, man. Can't beat the deal.
No.
Hell yeah, Lloyd. No, nose are cool. Well, I better get off here. Got to get up early for that thing called work. All right, Lloyd. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here soon too.
All right, Lloyd.
Say hey to everybody, and it's been a while since we've been on, so we'll be doing another video of showing all the junk parts that was in my trance, and soon. Been trying to get out in the garage more. But,
yep, I gotta get my 350 built too.
What, your other one?
Well, I have a 350 with a long tail shaft on it.
Oh,
And I have,
train.
yeah. And I probably should have said that, but we were talking about transmission, so I didn't think about it. So I got the 350 that's got the long tail shaft on it, but I also have the computer controlled 350, the turbo 350 that has the short shaft on it.
Yeah, you can change the tail shafts, no problem.
And I figured that when I go to get everything rebuilding it, and basically what you're doing, just slapping new shit in it. That way it's more reliable. Then I'll do that swap. But until then, this thing still has the 204R in it.
Well, like I said, you get some vacation time or something. You could actually come up on a Thursday, and fuck it, it won't take Tony but a minute to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To go through it, and fuck it took him. I dropped it off. He didn't touch it before the weekend. And Monday they started on it, and today's Tuesday, and it's done. It's here. So all day yesterday, they did it all in one day. Yesterday, they tore it down, and he had to get clutches and a new drum. My drum was fucked, and we put roller bearings in it instead of the other bearing. And he was saying something about, I don't know if maybe Pat's ever heard of this, but he asked me about grounding of the engine. I told him, I said, well, I got 2 grounds going from the engine block to the frame rails on each side of the car, and a ground strap from the frame rail up to the battery, and then I got a ground strap on the back of the head going to the body. Because on one of the bushings, the inside of it was fucking burnt. And he said that he's seen it before and it was a ground issue. He said he's not saying that it's from a ground, but he said, but he's seen it before where people had shitty grounds in it, because it's grounding through the trance. And I'm like, well, fuck, I got like 4 grounds on that, from the engine to the frame to the body to the, Yeah. But yeah, I grabbed all the parts and shit, and clutches weren't as bad as we thought. But it's got all new racing, the blues in it, heavy duty. I'll explain everything in the video, show you all the old parts. But good thing I didn't spray it.
Right.
It looks good with that hood scoop.
Yep. That's my neighbor, my buddy's. Was it a 70 or a 71 Pontiac Bonneville convertible?
Oh yeah.
Gordon
I
would
forget
love that.
I forget the name of the color, but it's like a gloss army green type of color. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a factory color. It's a factory 70s Pontiac color. I just don't remember the name of it.
See that Gordon, his buddy's got a big old Pontiac next door to the Monty.
Yep.
Yeah, Gordon was saying earlier that Vice Grip Garage and all that are doing the power tour.
I haven't really been watching his videos lately. I've been watching DD Speed Shop.
Yeah, he's on it too.
He was just over at what's his Dave Newbern, who was with Finnegan and all that.
Yeah.
They was over there putting together a Tri-5 Chevy.
Yeah. That's what he's known for. Yeah, Jenny's dad only wants $10,000 for that '57 Chevy. Somebody should buy that. I mean, that's a solid car and everything's there. I mean,
I'll trade him the Monte Carlo.
But that thing hasn't rolled over or been rolled over, and fuck, it's been probably 20 fucking years.
That motherfucker will probably fire right up.
But all the stainless is there inside, original radio, original clock. The only thing that ain't original in that whole car is somebody put a floor shifter in it. But yeah, oh,
Where'd he go? Where'd you go? Hey. Give me that toy.
We're happy to see Dad. Where's the puppy?
She's asleep in the bedroom.
Oh.
She stays up all day. She doesn't nap.
You don't lock her in there, do you?
No. Absolutely not. Cannot do that. I'm a free spirit person. I can't.
Yeah, me too. My dog will never be on a leash or a chain, even if even after Thor's gone. If we decide to get another one, they won't be on a leash or a chain. He's got an acre and a half here to run.
I can't do that here. That's what pisses me off. I have to have him. Listen, I've had the dog warden here at least 6 times since I've lived here.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Well, you only got 2 more weeks to go, brother.
I know.
They got a fenced-in yard, you said, too, I think?
We got a fenced-in backyard. The garage is a 1-car garage, but the garage is behind the fence. so I can be out in the garage with him, walking around and shit. Living with Dad.
Hell yeah. You got it figured out, man. Hell yeah.
It's just ease of mind, really. It's not even. It's severely better than the bullshit that I'm dealing with now. Hold on, pup. Yeah, see, I gotta take him potties.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna jump off here anyway, buddy. So.
All right. Well.
Stay in touch like you always do.
Yep. And sorry I ain't been involved in the chat. I'm only on this phone and I ain't on YouTube. I'm on the Streamlab while I'm doing this. So if anybody was asking me questions, I do apologize.
I've been relaying them as I've seen them. You're not in the shitter, we know.
Well, I figured all the times I've talked about my fucking Monte Carlo and shit, I figured now's the time to show it since I did the motor swap.
Like
Come on,
Pat
boy.
said, man, he's like he has never seen it, and he said that looks good. So that was awesome, dude.
Hopefully soon you'll be seeing some good burnout videos.
Hell yeah. Well, we still got to make it to where you get your ass up here and hang out.
I know it's only a small block Chevy. I'll make it work. It'll be easy.
Yeah. Well, all right, well, everybody, thanks for stopping in. We're gonna call her a night here also.
All right, y'all have a good one.
I'm gonna go shut the garage up since we tried doing it out there and couldn't get her done. So I'm gonna go and shut it up. But thanks everybody for stopping in, and we'll catch you guys soon. And like Rocker Pat says, keep on rocking.
Keep shitting out your ass.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Be good. Later.
See ya.
Later, Grady.